All right, welcome in to Free Game, man. I'm here with my brothers, man. First time back on a Zoom call. I got my boy Maya up here. We got Keith here. We got Don. It's a crazy day, man. This is a crazy day. We Chicago men, right? We Chicago born and raised. We Chicago made. You know what I'm saying? That's just how I feel. You know, a couple East Side niggas from me and Don. You know, a couple Woodline niggas from Keith and Maya. You know what I'm saying? But
oh no.
We got a nigga drop today who we didn't think was gonna drop. You know what I'm saying? We had a nigga drop today that we didn't think was gonna drop one of Chicago's.
Well, he did drop, but he didn't mean to drop.
Okay, you're right. Facts. But it's like, did he drop all along? I mean, did he drop twice in Atlanta at the Mercedes-Benz Dome? Did he drop once last Thursday at Soldier Field? All in all, y'all know what we talking about. Kanye West, man, Chicago's own. Dropped Donda this morning. Before we dive into it, fellas, did it take you by surprise? Did it tweak you out this morning when you open up your social media, when you open up your apps? What's up, man? Ye said he was dropping next Friday. He dropped on the Sabbath. Ye dropped on the Yeezy dropped on the Sabbath.
Though, in addition to that, has it been 3 days since that joint? Is this like I ain't paying attention to that. It just dawned on me.
Oh my
3
God.
days, and then he rolls.
That's a sick man. That's a sick man.
Michael Jackson's birthday too.
That man, before he dropped on Michael Jackson
Virgos, we legit.
Yes, sir.
Yeezy just a funny nigga though, man, because you know it's just like so many parallels. You got Michael Jackson birthday, like Don just brought up the 3 days, and then you go on Instagram. Universal dropped my album and I ain't want them to drop it. It's just like this nigga is just
even yesterday. What was the last night he was on Instagram talking about some man? We ain't get the clearance from Baby producer, man. He said, "Nah, man, I was there for Baby when he was in the dirt. We got to get it out, man. Drop the album." So it's like
it's just funny, bro.
Hey man, I got a quick one, man. I was talking to most of y'all know our boy Gene, man. Shout out to Gene. He shot many of my boy Keith's videos, man. If you don't know, man, follow my boy Keith on YouTube. Follow him on Instagram. One of the hottest young rappers in Chicago. And I don't just say that because it's my brother. I say that because Shorty be in the mix. He be turned and he got flow and he be with it, man. So make sure you follow my boy. But Gene hopped in the chat and said that nigga Kanye is the Black Trump. He called that the Black Donald Trump. And I know he gonna be watching this, man. And what he meant by that is that like Kanye he say shit, but he don't mean shit. And I don't know how to feel about that. This coming from a nigga who, you know what I'm saying? Like, I got it here over. This is forever. Like, so it's like my question is to you fellas, and let's just bounce around and talk about is like what you expected it to be, or did Ye blow us smoke?
His ass smoking crack.
I'll say this. I say with his genius, whole creative mindset and his artistry, that is not what he typically or what everybody was anticipating. But if you listen to the music, right, he's calling key political people out. He's calling the government out, and he's asking for like a revamping with the stigma that Chicago has on it.
Okay.
Right. He's trying to X all that out. If you really listen to the music, like it's like a part two of the I just had a brain freeze. What he dropped last year. Yeah. Some peaceful, soulful, thought-provoking
gospel album.
I got my city on my back type music. Like this the type of music the world could relate to. It's not that rah-rah, shoot 'em up, bang, bang. If you pay attention to it, when he threw Larry son on there, bro, he trying to get Hoover free, bro. So if he was to put out that rah-rah music, it would contradict his agenda. his agenda is to free Larry Hoover.
That's kind of like Kim K agenda too. You know, Kim
Yeah.
K went to school. She do a lot of prison reform and prison, injustices. So she free a lot of incarcerated, minorities who's been incarcerated for wrongdoing. So I know that's a big thing she did. A reason why they partnered with Trump for so long. So I mean that's a good take, Don. Like that's a good spin. Like maybe he doing what him and his wife, we gonna get into that, you know what I'm saying? Maybe he just picking up on what she had been laying down, but I don't know. Maya, I gotta hear from you, man. Like, I know you've been advocating, I know you got different feelings than most, but how you feel about Donda, my G?
I mean, I listened to it about a couple of times before we got on today. It definitely surprised me this morning, man. Just, on the Sabbath, seeing that, Keith put it up in the chat, and it's just like, hey, he actually dropped that joint. Like, but I personally, I liked it, man. I think it's a few bangers on there, aside from the message and things like that. Aside for, if we just talking, hits and people that's gonna listen to for the next year and more on, I feel like it's tracks on there that people are, gonna actually enjoy. My only thing is, we just talked about it earlier, Chuck, before we got on set. It's just like it's too many songs. This new age of rap, people putting out, you got all these rappers putting out 20 to, he got 26, 27 of them joints out. Rappers putting out 18, 17, 20. He went 27. That's joint.
That's 2 albums.
Yeah,
that's two albums.
It's 2 albums. So I can understand just like, keeping people's attention span during that time is gonna be hard because it's just like niggas not gonna listen to all them joints if we gonna be honest with you. It's just some niggas that's not gonna listen to them. But the songs, I listened to the whole album, but I think it's got a chance to be a really good album, man. It's gonna grow on some people too. I think because you got the beats. Kanye always he's probably the number one rapper that works on that's the best at making beats. Besides
he's top tier.
Right. So Travis Scott and all the other ones he's probably like the top joint, that top nigga that do that shit. And then features crazy, man. Like the baby, out of all this backlash he had and shit like that, like he rapped like cold, and it's just like niggas still like, man, what Jay-Z at? We hope we still on the album and stuff, but he got it's a good album, man. If you ask me.
Okay. So we got Don saying, this ain't the usual hip hop rah, talk your talk, say you the best rapper alive type album. This is a message, speaking for the city of Chicago, and then we got Maya saying, this we knew the production would be there. It's Ye. I mean, in Maya's statement, he said Travis Scott. That's baby Ye in terms of production. That's a baby of Ye. You know what I'm saying? So, and then and then Maya also say, we knew the features. We knew the features when he was here in Atlanta. When he was here in Atlanta, man, that man had everybody there. He had everybody. The carpet rolled out. The man, he treated like Fort Knox. The nigga was locked up for three weeks, wearing the same outfit, smelly, in that joint, walking across the rafter of an Atlanta United soccer game, watch the game. So, but I want to hear from an artist, man. I want to hear from somebody that actually in that set, in that realm, somebody that actually rap. Don, we used to probably rap back in the day. At Hirsch and Simeon, playing niggas used to beat on the desk. Maya, we didn't.
No, I low key got two CDs out.
Don is low key a rapper though.
Okay,
so CDs out, folks.
Got 2 CDs out. Them joints.
Hey, Hey, I need to hear them bitches right now, Paul.
I was
Hey,
on
nah, though.
I was
Remember,
on my Dipset Jay-Z.
Okay, I can see
remember
it.
Don used to
Body
do.
Dub though.
I was just gonna say, remember Don used to do like some little battle raps at Montana and shit. I remember that.
I do remember
I
that,
will say
Paul.
one key part I left off before I don't mean to
No,
cut
yeah,
you off.
no, come on, no, let's get back to it.
And then also paying homage to his OG.
Yeah, that's
Like
big.
you can't be talking crazy and you basically like this to me, this album is kind of embodying what his mom has wanted from him
What his mom
from the
stood for, his
beginning,
upbringing.
and
Yeah,
what
yeah,
she
I feel
stood
that.
for. So that's not like
That's a good point.
Ye not one of them. He was around the rah, but that's not him, bro. You know what I'm saying? I mean, you listen to his music early on, he tell you like he was stay by Calumet. He used to call him J-Rock, so the moles wouldn't jump on him type stuff. Like he's a real backpack rapper, you know what I'm saying, that has set the bar real high. So like with that, like for him to go all, yeah, I know niggas want that, oh yeah, but he in a different place, man. He trying to like spiritual cleanse. He got Lauryn Hill on that joint, bro.
Just to bounce off that though, Don, too, you know, I think the biggest thing also, man, because when Ye came out, it was just like, I'm a Christian now. You know, everybody was just kind of like, man, you know, it's just like another ploy to get like fans and things like that. I think he stayed consistent with it, man. Just, you know, just like
That's
you
key.
said, with the content and things like that. Actually showing, like he said, you know, I'm not going to be rapping about all this wild stuff no more because he said, you changed, man. Well, like Kendrick said, I ain't changed like Kanye. Like Kanye actually seemed like he changed, you know, man. Even though it's kind, I ain't gonna lie, for me, it's kind of still hard to like believe that, but we'll see as time goes on, man. But I think that's a
Thanks.
big part as well, though.
Keys, I gotta hear from you, gang, because it's like right now, this segment, I felt like we getting a lot on let's praise Ye, and I'm always will praise Ye. Before I get to my drop about it, hey man, I've been hearing through the woodworks, to a few channels I know from a few leaked sources, that this young bull from Chicago, this young bull who making young hot music, ain't banging with this old nigga music, man. Ain't banging with Kanye West and this Donda. Hey gang, talk to me, man. How was your thoughts? What's your feelings on Donda, man? What's your feelings?
Hey, you can hear me? You can hear me?
You said, hold on, I don't know if I can hear you. I don't know yet. Wait, say it again. What?
You can hear me, right?
Yeah, I can hear you.
That shit, Huff, Dookie. He need the no. He get this. Boy, that man get hey folks get to singing on that motherfucker, boy. He need to stop it, boy. No.
So why is it trashy? Why is it Dookie though? You know what I'm saying? Give us more from my artist standpoint. You know what I'm saying?
Okay,
like,
so I mean, I get the overall message. He definitely did it for his mom. The creativity is I love his creativity. He never ceases to amaze me with his creativity. He did 3, you feel me, listening sessions and literally made millions off of it. Like who really gets millions off a listening session? That's
18
crazy.
mil, 2
right.
millions in merch sales.
Right.
What was it? 5 to 8 mil in concession stands. It just
like the numbers is huge. Like he literally just made everything, all the money he put into that album, he literally just made it back. But like listening to it is like you feel me? You gotta stay relevant to the new generation that's catching on. You feel me? Like if you want to listen to like a so-called old nigga, like people still listen to J. Cole. J. Cole, like what, 33, 34. He technically considered as an old nigga in rap, but he still know how to stay relevant with his flows and stuff like that. With this Donda album, it's so gospel that it's not gospel or relatable. You feel me? It's just gospel. Like, okay, this like going to the church with my grandma type stuff.
I don't think it's gospel though, bro. I think it's more of Christian rap. I think it's Christian rap, not gospel.
Rap. Like I think it's spiritual music.
That's a good way. I like that. It's a like not a meditation, but I don't want to say it's Christian. Because how much Christian rap do we get features where niggas really cursing and talking they talk?
But
Fabio was on that joint talking that New York. It's like Fabio was on there. Like, you know what I'm saying? So it's like Playboy Cardi, that nigga's Satanist as hell.
I was talking with Keith about this though, man. It's no cursing words on this album, man. All the cursing words got blurred out.
You're right. You're right.
Even if you look,
it's not explicit.
It's not even explicit, bro. It's just like it's real life, like blurred out. It's like you say like artists like Lecrae who did like songs with like T.Y. Dolla $ign, and I can't think of the other off my head, but like there's been some Christian rappers work with secular artists.
Okay, so I mean, yeah, go ahead. No, go ahead, Keith. I want you to finish up.
I'm just saying like okay, so I mean, I listened to almost half. I didn't listen to the whole album. It just didn't pique. It didn't pique my interest. You feel me? Like it's like I like that it's in a different way, but it's like I want to hear that. I want to hear that rap. Yeah, you feel me? That old Kanye that we know, like that graduation. You feel me? That graduation Kanye. That college dropout Kanye. That's the Kanye we trying to listen to. You feel me? We ain't had that in so long. Like we had all these other Kanyes, but we want that one. We want to see what that's like again. You feel me? This is just like because and then it's like he used this album and saying like he go coming at Drake and like nothing came at Drake at all. You feel me? So it's like I feel like he kind of sending us off a little bit, playing with us. You feel me? So I'm like I don't know, man.
Let me jump. I'm feeling on. I don't know, man. So I'm on both ends of the spectrum, man. I sit over here with my boys Don and Maya, and I sit here and I try to side with you too. I hate to repeat it and be reiterated, man. Look, man, I'm with it. I used to argue in school at Simeon, man, on Vincent's all the time that Ye was the GOAT. The man gave me college dropout. The man gave me late registration. The man gave me graduation. The man gave me 808s and Heartbreak. The nigga gave me Yeezus. Then he came back around. No, I'm sorry. Before Yeezus, he gave us my Beautiful Dark Twisted Fantasy, my favorite album of his all time. And then he gave me Yeezus. And then he smacked back around and gave me The Life of Pablo. I ain't never seen a 7-album stretch where a nigga was like, I don't care. And then in between that, he was my favorite artist and one of Don's favorite artists and gave us Watch the Motherfucking Throne. So you gave me 8 albums where you was knocking shit out the park, lining it up and knocking it out the park. And then niggas started judging my boy. That's 2016. That's the last time we got The Life of Pablo. So boom, we swing it back around. Bro, go through some stuff. Cool. He fly to Wyoming. Cool. He do his low coat stuff. Cool. He drop Ye. Didn't like it. And then, like Maya said earlier in the segment, we all talked about it in our chats. You know, we family. We talk every single day. Yeah. Folks said, I'm giving my life to Christ. Cool. I'm believing in a higher power. And like I said, we didn't know if it was fraudulent or real. But he went on a tour with the Sunday Morning Choir crew. Remember? He had the whole little crew.
Don't forget so he dropped Kids See Ghosts too, though. That's a cold album too, though.
Yeah, man. Kids See Ghosts. So it's like, you know what I'm saying? So he give us Don talked about it too. He give us that Christian album. He go tour. He get a lot of young black people that's from Chicago to sing it. That was a part of the Chicago Christian Choir or one of the big choirs in Chicago. So now this is like, you know, I'm with y'all on Maya and Don's side. Great production, great features, great message. And now I'm over here. I'm on the dark side with Keith.
Yes, sir.
Bro, you dressed up in all red. You played this villain role, this villain arc. You had a whole villain arc. Like you was finna blow the world up and you don't care who burned around you. You call out the OVO God himself. You add him to a group chat, or you push it to a group chat with Drake already in it and say, niggas ain't gonna make it from this. Niggas ain't gonna live from this. They gonna stop playing on me. I've been bullied by you nerd ass niggas my whole life. And then a couple days later, you drop Drake location of his house. Mm-hmm. So for me as a Chicago nigga, a nigga like Don too, niggas from the east side, Chatham, Grand Crossing, We done been in this, we know some shit. I'm like, damn, Ye really turned into that young, like he getting his Chicago out. This nigga dropped the location. Like, hey man, what's up? Like, I can pull up to you, or we can have my niggas pull up, whatever. I'm just saying. And then the album come out, folks, and it ain't none of that energy. It ain't. It's the opposite. You was just hella Malcolm X, and then you gave us hella Gandhi. So it's like I don't know how to feel. I'm used to a nigga like I'm thinking he in Yeezus mode. I'm thinking folks in Yeezus mode. Like, look, I'm back on I'm a god. Don't talk to me like that. I made this music shit. Drake, who you think you is? You ain't do it. So I don't know, man. But again, I'm like y'all. I've went through the album twice, but you know how I'm back to Maya. Like, it's the point of like, how can you really digest 26 songs in one day? So we got to give it time. We got to give it time to really marinate. We got to give it time to really, really set in our soul. But for right now, man, Donda, it ain't this. It ain't this. But it's here for me right now. And this coming from a real Ye head, man. Like, I don't know, man. I don't know. Comments, concerns, y'all can piggyback off that. I don't know. But I'm here with it, man. I'm here with it.
And let's move on. Let's move on to the truth, man. The real villain in this whole scenario. Maya know who it is, man.
I want to jump off what Chuck just said though, real quick though, because it's just like, cause we talked about this earlier this week. Ye was supposed to have something. It was supposed to be something that just captivate the fans somehow, man, with the beef, because these niggas, CLB, Certified Lover Boy, man, and Kanye, they've been beefing for 10 years, man. And yeah, it's like, we don't know what Drake, what he got on this shit. Like, he might have a little duffel bag, because he's still mad about Scorpion, man. He's still mad about Scorpion against Pusha and Ye, as we heard on Trippie Redd joint, 45-44. But I don't know, man. I want to see what Drake on, man. Because I've been labeled as one of the niggas in our chat that gives Drake a hard time. Because in my opinion, I don't think Drake put out a top tier album. Because we got what we had, bro. We had Thank Me Later. what we had? What was after Thank Me Later? What's it called?
Take Care. Oh my God.
Take Care.
Nothing was the same.
Nothing was the same.
If you're reading this, it's too late. Oh my God.
If you're reading this, it's too late. That's my favorite album from Drake, honestly. And then we got, after that, it was what?
That Future.
Views.
No, Future and Drake. Yeah,
what a time to be alive.
So he had like a five good standing, run. Then he had his mixtape before that. That is his rookie mixtape, whatever you want to call it. But then after that,
was it So Gone?
Yeah.
So Far Gone was the code. That was his first mixtape.
Yeah.
Fire. Yeah.
And so then after that, man, we get Views.
Some shit, some board up with some y'all ever. I don't know if y'all have ever seen con artists, but it's like Drake got a pile of shit and spray painted it gold and said, "This is what I'm gonna give you. This is good. You see, it's gold. It's OVO gold." But I agree with you. Views was shit. I had to eat that for like a year. Like Views was shit. I agree.
So we had Views, and then after Views, it was what was it? Views, and then we had More Life, and then after More Life, it was Scorpion, right? Scorpion.
I fuck with Scorpion though.
So
I fuck with Scorpion, but I feel you though. He's been on a tear in the front end and the back end, kind of how we talking about Ye.
Yeah,
it's funny how many parallels it is with them two niggas, man.
Yeah. So my thing is, man, I think Drake got to prove two things, man. One is he gotta beat Kanye here then now, because he exposed now. Like he ain't put out a shot, you know, all that location stuff. He put out the video laughing at that. He like, nigga, I ain't even at home. I ain't worried about that shit right now. And then, you know, Ye just put out a whole Christian rap album, in my words, man. So now Drake, it's time for him now, man.
Ball is in Drake court.
Yeah, he can either make a slam dunk or
he can sprite that bitch.
Sprite that junk. So the one point is he gotta make a knockout on Kanye and just end it all, man. Just like I've been on this 10-year tear. Just like even with these shit albums, I've still been putting out hot singles. My shit's still at top of the billboards, everything, man. It's just like you gotta show niggas that you still that nigga. And then the second one is you gotta show that Certified Lover Boy he's still able to put up a complete project, man. You got to show that.
I don't think. I mean, okay. Ye and Drake to us, right, to the whole world, especially with you, right, Maya.
Mm-hmm.
You see this illusion of this real big beef, right, that may or may not even exist, right? And so Ye been doing his thing for a long time, right? He got over 48 Grammys, right? So he solidified, dipped in gold, platinum, all that. Ain't nothing he can do to tame it. He already solidified, right? Mm-hmm. But with what Drake is doing, he's doing what Ye did already and is continuing to do. And I know Keith want to get on somebody else that's running stuff, but it's totally two different types of music that's being put out right now, right?
Right now.
Typically his features is, you know, just fire. Like he could just go on and on like 5 years straight, just straight off features, you know what I'm saying? In regards to Drake, right? But I feel like Ye making a statement of already ran the underworld. Now I'm finna run the real world, and still be relevant. And he is like, he running fashion, literally running fashion. He's the reason why we got all these collabs right now, right? He put a 360 spin on the music and still getting Grammys and nominations and all that for that, right? And now he just reeled everybody in. Everybody named Mama wanted to go to these Yeezy listening.
That's the one thing I agree with. That's marketing 101.
Genius, bro.
Yeah.
Like this is like some Live Nation type stuff, bro. Like without Live Nation. I don't know if they be having scenes, but like, bro, you can sell chicken tenders for $60, G.
If you can sell a hot dog for $22, you a real nigga, man.
Damn, who's selling glizzies for $22?
Niggas was buying glizzies for $22. Niggas was buying
glizzies for $22
for deuce.
That's crazy.
See, so like it's like my thing is I wanted to see Yeezy versus Six God. I want to see alter egos clash because it's like as much as I talk about Ye, man, y'all niggas know, and a lot of people that follow me. When Ye was been my nigga since 2002, 2003, and then Drake pulled up in 2009, and I remember being a senior in high school, 2008, 2009. I was a senior in high school, and we was sitting in computer lab, and I'm just like, hey man, y'all know about that nigga Drake? Niggas like Drake. Kind of on some soda Drake. I'm like, hey man, and Chevy could attest to this, and I wish, you know, other boy Chevy, man, one of our other hosts for Free Game, man. Let's give a shout out to Chevy. Shout out to my boy Juan as well, Free Game host, man. We got a star-studded panel. Y'all don't even know. We got more and more personalities. We got more and more people that's gonna come
at
through.
The back end too.
We got D Meech at the back end as our producer, man. We got a squad. So again, remember, man, follow us on Instagram. Man, follow us on TikTok and make sure that you subscribe to our YouTube page. This video will go up by Tuesday. But getting back to the mix, man. 2009 rolled around, 2008, 2009. I'm like, no, the nigga from Degrassi. Wheelchair Jimmy, the motherfucker that guy, they like, that nigga rapping? I'm like, gee, that nigga rapping. And then ever since I met, when I met Maya and I met Don in 2014, these niggas know, man, I'm straight crazy. And so it's like, for me, it's being a real genuine fan of both niggas who's bought not only like hard copies and vinyls and went to concerts of both of them and bought merch and from buying Yeezys and buying OVO gear, just buying all the shit, just really being real fans, advocating for them. Maya made a key point the other day when we was talking in the chat, was like, nigga, are you torn? And a piece of me has been kind of torn in the sense, like, but it was more torn like, damn, is these niggas really finna give me the greatest albums they ever gave me because of they beef? Because I was always a big fan of Drake and Kanye doing music together, opposed to Drake and Kanye beefing together. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, I don't know, man. I agree with Don saying Ye has already done it. But I just can't put in my mind that Ye is done from that realm. Like, he washed from that realm. Can Ye really put out another 10 tracks and make an album that's completely rap and talk that shit on his beats? I think he can, folks. The man made a whole 30-hour song about D-Fish and Matt Barnes beef. How could he wrote a song about another nigga beef? How could he not write a song about him and the supposed nigga that said, Kiki, do you love me? Are you? They said that was supposed to be about Kim K. Yeah. Then we had Ye in Chicago up underneath the motherfucking train line on fucking Instagram Live talking about, and if I made a song saying, I dated a girl, you dated a girl named Rihanna, and I said, Riri, do you love me? I wouldn't do that. It's just like, this nigga is Trump. He's Black Trump.
Hey, that's how he be talking.
Oh, your shit sound like you in your shit sound like you in the fish.
That's how he be talking.
Use this in slow motion, man.
Damn, I done turn my Wi-Fi off. Hold on.
Yeah, your Boost Mobile kicking in like a motherfucker.
Also, with this album, I feel like it's all over the place, right? But he got some of the most drillest gangster rap artists that's out on the album, and they duck their top on their genre of music to hop on.
I feel that.
Iconic legend, right, for the cause, for the mission. So it's gonna be kind of interesting to see the features that Drake has on
CLB.
Also, I like that there's not this humongous divide like the Tupac and the Biggie, where and it's what worlds really had to pick a side, like.
But you like that. I mean, Don, being a guy that, and fans, let's not forget, man, let us know how y'all feel about Donda in the comment section as you watching this, man. Let us know if you feeling it, if you ain't feeling it. Let us know if you agree with Mayo, if you agree with Keish, but let us know what points and point out, and we're going to go ahead and we're going to pick the best take in the comments. We might got something for y'all, but you got to be following our Instagram. You got to be following our TikTok. You got to be subscribed to our YouTube channel. But Don, my point was, as much as you a Chicago nigga, G, you got a lot of New York tendencies about you in a good way. So like, you fuck with Hov, you fuck with Nas. I know you, nigga. Like I know, you know what I'm saying? I know what type of music you like. We didn't took 10-hour drives, so I know what you rock out with. But you can't tell me eat the one. Come on, bro. You didn't want one track where you could have had niggas rapping that shit about each other. There's one track where Drake like, fuck that light-skinned nigga. And Drake like, but I fucked your wife. Like, I need it. Hip-hop need it. So like, I feel like that's like, you got the nigga that's 40-something and the nigga that's 30-something. But their careers are so parallel and so intertwined. It's like big bro really beefing with little bro. You know what I'm saying? So I want to see it, but that's neither here nor there, man.
I don't think rap beef be the same no more, bro. Like it's not the same no more. Like when
I'm glad we all have the same reaction.
When rap beef really started, bro, motherfuckers was coming at each other's necks, bro. Like I'm talking about like they ended up wanting to fight and kill each other.
Fuck your clip, bitch, in the clip you play.
I was just gonna say, what Pac say? And take a Pac.
Fat motherfucker.
That's what I'm saying.
I think it depends who it is and what it's about. Cause like Drake and Pusha is something different. Like with Drake and Ye both being kind of like one and the same, like it's a different battle. It's like a war of the world, you know what I'm saying? So it's like ain't nobody winning, ain't nobody losing. Like niggas just doing them. Like the way they flex it, we can't even relate.
Nah, if niggas put out a track, it's definitely gonna be a winner though. If niggas say both niggas would put out a track, I don't know who will be the winner, but it's gonna be a win. It's gonna be a definitive winner, bro.
Because
like,
Are you
talking about an actual battle track?
Yeah.
I don't think they low key gonna do that. They battling and they beefing in different ways. Like,
but even a reference track. If Donda would have had one track that was like named OWL, OWL, when we knew who that was standing for. And granted, maybe he ain't say Drake's name, but every hook, verse, every cadence was directed towards Drake. And as Drake has always been subliminal, you know he gonna get something. He gonna rap his stuff. If we could have just got some type of reference, some type of track for us to like gauge as fans, as the media, as the consumer, somebody would have picked the side.
I think you will give it. I think it's right now is building up the plot. I think he probably gonna drop a single, or he gonna drop something on somebody's feature. But on the Donda album, it's just one for that.
But it's like, is he gonna do that? Because y'all both just said,
I don't think
Kanye done turned over a new leaf.
But if Drake say something crazy, he getting his lick back.
Yeah, the thing is,
he ain't turning that cheek, bro.
We know that Drake got that shit, man. What'd he do to Meek? What'd he do to Tory, man? Like, nigga was Meek and Drake was in
hold on, Cole. Don't disrespect Meek on him, man. That's my guy,
body, Meek.
I'm just saying, man, like, he treated that man like a little boy. Like, you in a hotel and you playing back to back the whole time until a nigga go to sleep. Like, that's little bro. He little bro Meek. Like, he had, like, we know that Drake got it in him, man. That was just my biggest thing. Cause it's just like, nigga, why you ain't going at Pusha? But then it's like Chuck said, we gotta give Kanye the same rap. It's just like, nigga, you can't be on social media talking about putting up
blowing gas, smoke.
You can't do that, man. It's just like
the hype sells, man.
And that's what it is. He's a marketing genius, man. Yeah. He's a marketing genius, man.
Somebody made a reference to Trump earlier, and he finagled his way into being the president, man. So
facts. That's another conspiracy theory. But you know what, man? We gonna make sure we get back into this. We gonna revisit this on our next episode, because by the time we come back and get y'all another episode, CLB gonna drop. So by the time we come back, we gonna review that and get into it. But let's talk about another person. Let's talk about a real battle rapper that we know ain't never running from no smoke. That ain't never got he ain't got no break. No emergency break. This man is a lyrical genius. This man has taken some time away from the game, man. This man, when I talked earlier about a guy who had a 4, 5, 6, album stretch where he didn't miss, I could talk about this guy too. And that's Kung Fu Kenny, K-Dot, Kendrick Lamar, whatever you want to call him. Him and his cousin, Baby King, dropped one of the most fire videos of 2021 last week. And I saw it early in the morning before I had to go ahead and hit that road to that morning hustle. And I'm watching it and I'm just like, this nigga's back. This nigga Kung Fu Kenny is back. And he brought his disciple with him, man. I don't know if y'all been on Baby King. I'm not gonna act like I've been on him for a while. Another shout out to my boy Gene. He put me on last year when I came in, when I flew into Chicago.
He's on Donda too.
He said, "Hey, bro, you know about Baby King?" I'm like, "Nah, bro, I don't know about Baby King. He played me some. I'm talking about some." And I'm like, "Hey, this shorty raw." But at the end of the day, man, let's talk about K-Dot, man. Kendrick Lamar. We're gonna discuss a few topics on this. If you're a K-Dot fan, spam the chat. You know what I'm saying? Spam the chat. But he used to spam it with TDE. This is what let's go, Maya. Let's start Don Keys. Let's start from the beginning of what we talked about K-Dot being resurrected from the grave or coming out the woodworks. The man dropped a post on his social media saying, basically, I love you, I thank you, I wish you the best. This is going to be my last project with TDE, Top Dog Entertainment, that produced that has some of my favorite artists. We talk about Schoolboy Q. We talk about Isaiah Rashad. We talk about a lot of artists being on that label. Let's first address, how do y'all feel about him leaving TDE and now doing his own thing after being silent for so long?
Man, this is we see this nigga in so long, man, and he drops the moves like that. I'm just like, what is you on, bro? It's just like, and then it's just like niggas also thinking like, is this like his last rap album? It's just like, come on.
Is he hanging it up? Is he putting the jerseys up like is he hanging it up?
Right, man. You putting that joint in the Raptors, man. It's just like, come on, Confu. We that's not what we need to hear right now. Even though we hear you working on your album, but don't say it's just like your last joint like that, man. Give us a little bit more.
Fans.
Right.
It's scared fans.
But, I always have my debates, with Chuck and other niggas. The legendary three that I like to call it, man. You got Confu, he top of the game right now, man. Rapping wise,
yeah.
Nobody's touching that nigga. And then, I say Drake for number 2, man.
The icon.
Icon, man. Weezy understudy. He's top of the billboards all the time, no matter what he put out. Then, you got my boy, man, Cole, man, from
Respect. Yep.
Greenville Shorty, man. That's my boy, man. Shout out Cole, but.
And then you got Cinderella, Big Sean, who ain't because he in that class too. But I hear you go finish your take. I had to throw that in there because yeah.
But it's good to see Confu back, man. We need to hear that, man. I think the game really needs it. Just like I was fiending for a Cole tape earlier this year. Just like this is what we need. Like we need Kendrick to drop.
That's what the rap game needs. It's like how we was talking about the rap game lacking something. Right. How the rap game ain't got beef. How the rap game needs some bars again, man.
Right.
What Ho say? I can't leave rap alone. The game needs me.
Right, man. It's like the NBA. Like it ain't the same if KD or Steph ain't playing right. It ain't the same playoffs if Bron ain't in that joint. Like we need some heavy hitters in there to talk they shit and beat them niggas and show them why they them niggas.
I like that analogy. That was like 2 years ago, 3 years ago when KD was injured. The Nets, KD was injured 1 year, and then Bron didn't make the playoffs 1 year, and then you know what I'm saying? Steph not being in the playoffs this year. It's just not the same when you don't got the faces of the game. You know what I'm saying? All together. I agree with that, man. I definitely agree with that.
Right. And so I think, the sooner the better, man. We know it's all gonna be flames, man. I'm still listening to Damn to this day. So,
is that your favorite K-Dot album?
I say that I can listen to like consistently.
That's something you resonate with consistently. I like that.
Right, because this album's so deep, man. It's just like Pimp a Butterfly. I can't listen to that all the time, man. It's just like it's not like it's a bad album. It's just deep.
It put you in an astral plane, illustrious, some type of you was where Black Panther go when they
right, man. I'm like I see all my ancestors and shit. I'm talking like damn, nigga, like you putting it on us, but it's just like, yeah, man, we just need it, bro.
Okay.
Need
Talk to me. My other guys, my homies, my brothers, man. How y'all feel about K-Dot, man? He back, man. Talk to me. What's up, y'all? Y'all excited about the return, or y'all kind of like, yeah?
I honestly feel like he never left. But I'll let you go, Keith, because you look like you itching to say something.
Yeah, you do. Your lip itch.
I mean that mouth dry as hell. Eating them
dirty
crackers,
ass
boy.
little boy over there.
Yeah. Hey, nah, man. I'm just ready to talk about my boy, man. Like Kendrick, like when I listen to inspiration, like when I want to talk, hear some bars, like I go to Kendrick. Like Kendrick and Meek. Kendrick, Meek, and Cole, like when I want to listen to bars, I go to them. But what I want to say is that, like, so with Kendrick, I don't feel like it's his last album. I feel like it's just his last album with the company. He might go independent. You feel me?
That's what he said.
Yeah. That's what he said. Yeah.
He might go independent. Yeah. But I'm definitely looking forward to the new albums. I know I think in the song Family Ties, he was talking about like he trying to like take over the game. Like you kind of sound like he knocking niggas out the park. I don't know if
smoking
y'all heard
on your top 5. Smoking on your top 5.
Yeah.
Nice.
On Family Ties, it sounds like Kendrick, like he's trying to show again that he really is number one. Like I know most people been saying it's Drake, because you get that Drake feature, that's automatic gold, man. But I think Kendrick Lamar is just as powerful as Drake, man, or even better. So I would say, yeah, this gonna be a good one. This gonna be a good album, and I'm pretty sure he gonna drop it this year too, towards the end, like fall or something like that. He gonna drop it. Yeah, so and nobody never really had to question his bars, because like when it comes to beef, because like y'all remember Control?
Yeah.
Control, that song Control, he literally called out every rapper. Wayne
by name,
Wayne, Eminem, Drake, Ye, Big Sean, like all your favorite rappers, he already called them out, and ain't nobody respond.
It's just some niggas you don't fuck with, but just some niggas you don't fuck with, man. It's like, why would I go to this bar and fuck with Brock Lesnar? Why would I walk into this bar and take a beer and pour that shit on that man's head? I know it's gonna be chaos, and I'm so happy Drake has never crossed that line, because that will be the end of his career. I'm man enough to admit that. My pride is in my back pocket. I don't want that light-skinned nigga. And I don't like too many light-skinned niggas. That's one of the only light-skinned niggas I bang with. Fucking with that man from Compton, man.
And Don, I fucks with Don too. He cool.
Yeah, Don got dark-skinned nigga tendencies, so I don't really call him like as much. I know what set he from, man. I don't really call him too much of that. But it's like, you're right, man. Why would you mess with Kendrick, man? Like he took my sensitive rapping is he tucked him in. I knew what it was. But.
Yeah, bro, like off the wire.
You said what?
He like off the wire.
Yeah.
Shotgun out.
Yeah.
Leave that man alone.
Leave him alone.
What he's capable of doing, but like, I don't know, man. I wouldn't even compare. I can't even compare Drake to a Kendrick.
But you have to.
Yeah. I mean, only because they're in the same generation.
And it's only because it's not even just that. And Don, I do want to hear your more thoughts on this. It's kind of like we gotta compare them because they were both the most iconic figures in the rap game. Like they like top 2 of the most iconic figures in the rap game in the past 10 to 12 years. But just because one driving a Porsche and one driving a Ferrari, they both still going 110 miles per hour right next to each other. Mm-hmm. One just in a Ferrari giving us some horsepower, some throttles, some straight bars in Kendrick. And then you got the other nigga in a Porsche, flashy, killing the Billboard charts, breaking all the streaming records. So it was like we gotta kind of compare them because it's kind of like just what it is. It sucks, but I do agree with you. Like it's a difference from how we compare a Nas and a Jay-Z. How we would compare, even though Pac is really poetic, but we know that they can rap. But we would compare a Pac and a Biggie. You get what I'm saying? I do agree with that. because Drake do sing a lot, but it's like we've heard Drake rap. We talked about If You're Reading This Is Too Late. Shorty rapped on that motherfucker. We heard about What a Time to Be Alive. He rapped on that motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? So we got to kind of compare them. You know what I'm saying? But like, I agree with Maya, and I'm just to piggyback on what you're saying. I feel what you're saying, Don. I feel what you're saying.
Yeah. But yeah, I think with his decision to leave TD, it's necessary, right? In order to go to that next level of artistry, you have to do it on your own cognizance. Right? You have to be your own boss, right? I'm not sure. I don't really know what's happening internally, but like in order for a flower to really blossom, they gotta be on their own. You know what I'm saying? So he's still gonna rock with them niggas. Ain't no love lost. You know what I'm saying? Let them Cali niggas do it, but he gotta do his own thing, man. And with that little snippet we got from him and Baby King, man, niggas in trouble. Niggas in trouble, bro.
That nigga Kendrick, that nigga is the most untouchable rapper I ever seen, boy. That man is untouchable on the bars. Yeah, I'm talking about, like, come on, G. Like, ain't nobody really go retaliate from him, bro. They not coming for him, bro. Like, that's not even my favorite rapper though. Like that, like on some real, my favorite rapper is Meek. I'm a Meek fan. But the fact that I know there is no rapper out
there. Can you as an artist try to reach out to him and get folks some swimming lessons? The way folks says,
hey, you seen that shit too, bro?
That man is awkward, man. I don't know what
it's funny as hell because Meek low key a little bit athletic though, man. It's just like he just awkward with it, man. I seen this nigga do
even like when he hoop, it looked kind of weird.
Hey, that man just like me, boy.
I was just gonna say, I see why you look up to that nigga. Nigga, you gotta.
Oh, y'all got the same.
Yeah, I was gonna say they low key Kendrick experience, like they unorthodox and shit. But
we finna see Keith run down 61st on the bike, G.
Oh fuck. You see me on the bike, boy.
Wait a minute.
Before you keep going, Keith, I would just say I wouldn't low key shout out Meek too though, cause that nigga really don't care either though. Like I remember him and K-Dot had they little beef. Like he put out a diss track on K-Dot, and then when that Drake, and it's just like that nigga really don't care, man. You Philly nigga.
But he a battle rapper. He a battle rapper. Yeah.
He came up in the battle rap. Yeah, K-Dot did a little bit too though. But I will say though, he probably like the only nigga to bounce back from what he went through. Like
Drake
most niggas don't bounce back.
Hey, man, come on now. Y'all make it seem like he ended this man's career or something, bro. Meek is a
somebody else, they were done.
He did, bro.
Anybody else, they done. Tombstone.
Hey, I'm gonna be 100 with you. Drake helped that man get his career back.
I was just gonna say, man,
Drake was on tour. Drake was on tour in Philly. He was on tour. He was on tour in Philly, in Philadelphia, where Meek Millie is from. Called this man and said, "Man, come to the concert. We're gonna do this whole publicity joint. Come on stage. We're gonna shake hands. We're gonna hug, and we're gonna say this shit squashed." The next week, Meek was on motherfucking Funk Master Flex radio show and Big Boy radio show simultaneously and said, "Hey man, me and Drake shit done, bro. And stop asking me about that. That's my brother. I fucked up. He fucked up. We squashed it. We done with that shit." Drake helped him get back in the game. Don't act like Meek wasn't. He wasn't trending like he used to be.
Look, if it all could have been settled if they just got on stage and did a battle rap. That free now, like he wouldn't have did that.
Fuck is this 8 Mile?
Nigga, this motherfucker real life.
Ain't nobody ever did that. This is a verse.
I ain't even gonna say what people would usually ask somebody.
Hey, bro, you want to go to battle? Nah, man, they don't do no shit like that, man. But nah, let's get off Meek for Keith end up logging off, man. Let's get off Meek, man. More talking about K-Dot, man. Family ties, man. He's got a young prodigy, man. Somebody who got to kind of flow like him. That obviously you could tell he got some of that Kendrick Lamar cadence. That's got, obviously blood, family ties. It's got blood. They got the same damn blood, essentially. You know what I'm saying? How y'all feel about Baby King, man? I like Baby King. I think Shorty he's very he's interesting, like, you know what I'm saying? Like K-Dot. He got not a weird type of energy with him, but just a more of an artistic, quirky type feel. How y'all feel about Baby King, man?
I think he pretty solid, man. I ain't really hear much of him. I know he was on Donda as well, but way he flowed on Family Ties, man, just them trumpets playing, that shit got me hyped. I'm like, okay, go crazy, shorty. But
yeah,
shorty, he, like you said, he got some little cadence to him, man. I like Fool.
Y'all can see him on y'all. He probably gonna be on this new label.
Mm-hmm.
Possibly. Keith, how you feel about Baby King?
I'm still getting hip to him. I'm still getting put on to him. Like I ain't gonna get too much to it, but I definitely like that. He got a lot of potential, and to be following behind K-Dot is a good thing. I fuck with him. He on my good side. He on my good side.
I feel it. We gonna get our boy Don back in a minute. There you go. He back in.
Bro. I feel like give him about another year or two. We gonna see.
Hey Don, for you sweating your ass off,
yeah. I'm about to get up out of here, G.
Hey, for you glistening over there, folks.
Man, I can see these walls, just like these walls got hell all on these joints.
Damn, folks.
You gotta sage that bitch. You gotta. He good, man. He good. You need to
I don't know what Chicago on, G. Chicago on some.
I heard my OG and my lady OG said the same thing. Like it's real like, devil material out there,
it's
man.
10 o'clock. It's still about 80 something out.
It ain't been this hot in a minute.
Before you ain't got no water. You ain't got no water.
It ain't even fun. The water not gonna help, G.
Yeah, they got a fan downstairs.
I walked into a sauna, G. Like I could.
No, they say Chicago houses was built for the winter though.
Yeah, you right upstairs too though, so heat rises. So you feeling all that joint.
Well, let's push through, man, because I don't want my brother going through it, man. Let's get the people a little bit more. Remember, man, like, share, and subscribe, man. Our YouTube page. Follow us on Instagram as well. Follow us on TikTok. Free Game, man. You can find us anywhere. Free Game Podcast, man. You know what it look like. You see the logos all around. You're gonna see them all up there, man. You know what to follow, man. Free Game Podcast. With your boys, with Maya, myself, you got Don, you got Keith, man, and we got plenty of more other hosts. Let's push forward, man. Give y'all a little bit more content before we let y'all go. Hey, man, I like scandals, man. I like talking about scandals, man. I like talking about all the stuff that dropped, man. We talked about, man, y'all, Alexa, stop talking. Alexa, hush. She just can't stop. All right, so we're gonna talk about Steph. We're gonna talk about some stuff that's going on with his parents, man. Some stuff that's going on with his parents. Maya, let the people in on what's going on with Steph and his parents, man.
Hey, man, it's crazy, man. I feel like the one of the top families in the NBA. I ain't gonna say top, but one of the top. With Steph and Aisha, they being such a goals type of relationship, wife and husband to be with. Steph, pops, man, and his mom, they split, man. Sonya Curry and Wardell Curry, man, they just split, man, because of I guess Sonya Curry, she cheated with one of the guys on the football team. I'm not sure what team he's on. Steven Jackson, his name is, right? And so
old dude, old nigga. He barely played in the league.
So she got caught with him, and I guess Wardell, he said, "Look, man, you gotta go ahead and end it, man." Crazy, man. That's the least expected. I didn't really expect that because we got PJ Washington What's shorty name?
Brittany Reiner. What's her name? Is it Brittany Reiner? That's her name? Yeah.
Yeah, I think it's her that her. She did folks dirty, folks. She don't care at all, man. And PJ, he just
he mad as hell, bro. His ass
sad.
heated.
That's a sad puppy.
His ass cried in the Porsche, folks.
Man, and then you
did cry in the car.
You got Stephen Curry parents, breaking up. That's crazy to me, man. It's just crazy to see that, man.
It's like they was like the NBA family.
Yeah.
Like we know Bron. Like Bron is obviously Savannah Bron, Bryce, Bronny, Zuri. We know. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. But it seemed like we had got another family because Stephen went on the tell, and then Aisha got in the picture. Got a cooking line off too. She doing shows, and then Dell just being Dell. From everything that I hear, Dell is a good guy. All the NBA old heads say Dell is a smooth, cool guy. And then no cap, Sonya's an attractive cougar. Like that's a Sonya Curry juiced up. You know what I'm saying? So then we saw Baby Riley and all that. So it was like that was the NBA's family. And then the scandal just came out of nowhere. It's like Dell's filing for divorce. She lied to me my whole.
I think the biggest thing that surprises is that it went public. Because if divorces and stuff like that happen with families like that, it's gonna be under wraps. People ain't gonna really know about it. But that was a trending news article that was showing. It's just like, dang, it's really some shit going on.
Hey, you know who I blame for this?
You blame?
Boy, I blame Aisha Curry and Jada Pinkett Smith. I blame both of them. Boy,
why you blame them, folks?
Because motherfuckers usually just be happily married, bro, until both of them start tweaking with their husbands, and now all the women think they can just do whatever they want to do in these marriages, man. They tweaking, man. They need to get this shit together.
You finna have the women stands at your head. They finna say peace, sexist. They finna be on your nugget. I'm gonna go the opposite end. It's Steph's fault. Why?
You think it's Steph?
You see it shape up? That's why. Anytime you got a tape in the lining like that, it's doomed for destruction in your life. Shorty be having the worst fades, tape ups. No, I don't know, man. It's just
his baby.
Folks need a new barber, man.
Yeah, folks. You hit the. He say, "What if Steph not Dell and Sonya, baby?"
and that's what I'm saying.
I came out the back like God. What if that's not his baby? Yeah, man. I don't know. I just want to tap in on that, man. I just want to pose a question, man. When you with somebody for so long, do you really, really feel like you should hang it up? And then we only got one married guy, and out of all our hosts, a few of us are in relationships, that we're aspiring to be, married one day, and some of us still in the dating scene, and some of us still just getting to this money and saying, you know what, the shorties don't come when they come, but it's like I couldn't imagine myself being with somebody for so long and just calling it quits. It's like y'all done built the Curry name is a brand now. Like it's a regardless if it's built around Stephen Curry. At the end of the day, anybody attached that Curry name, that brand, you know what I'm saying? It's a brand. So it's like now, like how Maya said, we didn't expect it to get out. That brand is tarnished a little bit. You know what I'm saying? It's a little, it ain't as glossy as it usually be. It's a little smudge on it. So like me and my lady was talking about this, like, damn, man, when you with somebody for so long, is it bigger just to dead to beef and make up? Or do you like, can y'all imagine Dell Curry in a club now looking for some young biddies? Let's imagine Dell Curry out there. He had KOD making it rain with a Hornets jersey on. Just imagine.
Honest, I don't think he really could, because it just goes back to this whole egotistical, like, typical, jock kind of take on it. So like, I feel like this is just me just reading like very minimal, surface level stuff with what the wife Sonya has had to endure from. I guess we said one of the a pretty known athlete, right? He's been doing this thing for a while, but it's been going on for a long time. So she low key just put up with it. And so like during this time, in this era of, just celebrating women all around the board, it's like Dell just need to be quiet, man. Just be cool, man, before you have some old bops. Just come out with a whole list of just like all the wild parties and everything and stuff like that. So like he mess around and he get more than half. Like you just gonna have to be cool, G, because they're gonna get the last lick, G.
I think, man, just to answer Chuck's question, man, I think it's two things with me. You reach X amount of years or you married, like you gotta push through that shit. You gotta try to get through it. But I feel like where it crossed the line at was my second part is when that man or that woman gets with another person, have relations with another person, then it's like that joint go down to zero. It's just like, cause that's really hard to get back from. It's just like you trying to get intimate with that person again. It's just like, man, they might be thinking like, what this person got, I don't got. Or like, is he or she doing it better than I am? Shit like that. So it's just like,
I think also too, Keith. I mean, Maya, to what you're saying, it's a little bigger than that, right? Because like men typically get away with a lot, right? And typically like women supposed to just like bite the bullet. So like, I'm not sure what went on, but if it's just dude that's got him upset, like finding out about that, and knowing that you did your thing out here, like it's kind of weak to me. Yeah, like you can't take what you dishing out.
Yeah.
I feel like it's biased, and it's like if you really with that person. Now don't get me wrong, I'm not condoning what she did. Like, oh, she did this because of that. It would have been better off to leave, but let's be for real. Who finna leave? Like in that time, like you're not leaving. I mean, they had a whole club of wives that knew what was going on, and they just had to deal with it, right? But you gotta suck that up, man. If it's just that instance, like if it's something else, then it's something else. But if it's 20-1, bro, come on. You gotta take one for the team, bro. If you've been doing your thing, and you find out about one thing, and you finna throw in the towel, that's weak.
I feel like when it comes to like marriages, bro, and like especially when you on a higher pedestal, even relationships, when you're on a higher pedestal, as you got all the money you in the world to buy whatever you want, you got all the attention. You feel me? The main goal in your relationship and marriage is one, the loyalty. You feel me? You got to stay committed, no matter how high you go or how low you go. You got to stay committed. You feel me? And then it comes with like satisfaction. You feel me? Like, are you satisfied? Does this person satisfy you knowing that you have everything? Like you got all the money, all the cars. She can have any guy she want. He can have any woman she want. But does this person that you built this fortune with, this for generation? They got a fortune for generation. Does this person still make you happy? You feel me? So it's stuff like that you gotta take into consideration. So like if you're not happy, you need to they need to talk that out first before like before leaving, like stepping out with some brand like
they probably did, man. Like they done been in the mix for so long. I'm on the end of both. I'm kind of on the cusp of what both y'all saying. It's like, yeah, me and my lady talk about it. It's like we want to build some shit to where it's like we are together and look up and be together for 20, 30, 40 years. But it's like when you get to that age of, or however old Dell and them is, well, Dell them probably like in their 50s, 60s. It's like, do I want to spend the last quarter of my life with somebody I'm genuinely not in love with no more? You know what I'm saying? So it's like, it's that risk of reward. Is like, do I take the risk of just leaving what I'm so accustomed to get a reward and being with somebody else that can probably make the last quarter, the quarter century, or the last 20 to 25 years of my life, enjoyable. So I mean, I don't know. I kind of just want to step on it and talk about it. Man, it's a crazy scandal that I would have never thought. We still ain't got more information. Maybe more information to come out, but like Maya said, man, Sonya Curry was accused of dealing with a guy named Steven Johnson, who was a tight end for the New England Patriots. Then he got drafted in 1988. That's before my time. I wasn't born until 90. You know what I'm saying? So, and I think he played like a season or a season and a half. And I'm not being funny. I'm not being racist. I don't think black people can be racist. That's just me personally. Can we be bigots? Yeah. Can we be some assholes? Yeah. But it's like, damn, she kind of went with her white side. It was like, I'm gonna go get me a white boy. Like, this nigga look like Gru off Minions, man. This nigga's a wild looking dude, man. And that's what made me be like, I don't think Dale's just chilling. I think Dale out here. I think Dale out here with a couple situations, man. So I mean, I don't know, man. I just want to know how y'all felt in terms of, do you stick with somebody no matter how hard it get, if you got longevity and you done built something with somebody, or do you go true to you when you move on because you genuinely want to be happy yourself?
I think also, man, it's kind of like another question too, man. It's just like, it's like, especially in our generation, marriage is not really seen a lot. So it's just like, with our generation, kind of see some of like, Sonya Curry and it's Eddie Curry. I've been calling this nigga Wardell, but Eddie Curry, and also like you got Will Smith and Jada Pickett. And then there's also more names. It's just like, man, is this marriage
August Alsina.
Right. It's just like, is this marriage shit really worth it, man? Because it's just like, we see a lot of times with celebrities, it's just like, they hit that rough spot and they divorce. It's just like, is that really worth it, man? It's just like, we gonna get to that point where like we stop loving each other in our marriage and then we just fall out. It's just like, I don't think this generation is helping it either, because it's just like everybody throwing it at you. It ain't no boundaries on this joint. I think the biggest thing, also to keep a marriage going is boundaries. Cause you're gonna have like days where you ain't gonna look like your spouse and things like that. But you still gotta keep on that commitment to love her, and just like the way people, niggas and women throwing it now, man, it's hard, man. It's hard to stay faithful, man. Especially if you just like that one night, you might just slip up and just be like, man, shorty mad at me right now. I'm just going ahead and do the do, you feel me? But not saying, that's how we should do it. It's just like, I want to just know what's y'all thoughts on marriage now? That's what I'm saying. That's just because
I feel like Don should end this combo, this segment off. So we're gonna let him, only because Don and Ben, Don, the only one that can speak on turmoil in actual marriage, because he's, I'm not gonna say I think Don and Toya are amazing. Now, the times I've hung with them as a couple, or the times I've hung with them just, if it's an event or a function, like, you know what I'm saying? Like they show what they show. So we'll let Don get to it when he get to it.
I think a lot of
yeah,
times,
go ahead. Yeah, jump in. Go ahead. Nah, jump in.
I think a lot of times people want the happy ending, what happens at the end of like what a marriage is. Not saying that the marriage is over, right? Mm-hmm. So like myself, prime example, right? Now that I look back on being married 8 years, almost 9 years, I would say at the beginning of my marriage, I was not ready to be married. And this is what I'll say. I would say financially, I wasn't ready. I would say emotionally and mentally, I was not ready to be married, right? But with support, learn about communication, and marriage. To be honest, marriage is a business, right? It's
I hear that a lot.
definitely love, is definitely a contract. It's like a business, right? And you have, because you have to compromise, right? You're compromising parts of who you are to, do life with another person. And so that's why I say the longer you wait, the harder it is because you're not able to turn back like who you are. You know what I mean? And I would say like the biggest part of marriage, like past love, past liking somebody, past the dates and all that, all those things help, but it's communication, right? Being on the same page, and having a decent amount of support, right? So people that can hold you accountable, not just gonna take your side because they're your homie, but really like hold you accountable, let you know when you're wrong, so on. And then also, just the additional stuff like taking that time to get to see that person. But it's not, like I think a lot of times people think like, oh, the wedding was off the chain, so we lit. Like, nah. Like I remember
deeper than that, huh?
I remember getting married and people saying like, premarital counseling is cool, but you're gonna need counseling after, because those are when the problems gonna happen. Those are when, like me personally, I'm not sleeping on no couch. You know what I'm saying? I'm I'm not sleeping on. One of my good buddies told me that, but I'm not gonna sleep on the couch. We're gonna have to deal with that, right? And it's just, for me, it's been apologizing a lot, right? Compromising who I am sometimes, but then also kind of like knowing who you are as a man and what your role is to be. And so society kind of depicts, I think I talked about this before, like what a black man is looked at, right? And so if we wouldn't get what they have to say, we wouldn't even be like in no type of leadership or have any type of say so in the marriage, because more than half African Americans are locked up, right? So you don't have this image of what it could be or what it should look like, right? You got niggas jumping from house to house, making babies, and ain't taking care of none of them. And I know I just rambled a lot, so I apologize.
No, I mean you giving a real spill. Keys. You tell us how you feel. Like, Maya, if you want to reiterate the question, if you remember, so Keys can kind of chime in on what you wanted us to answer.
It's just like, what y'all like thoughts on like marriage nowadays, and do you really think like, what you think is like the biggest thing, like for preventing, especially our generation now, from people getting married?
What's preventing more marriages from happening is social media. That's the big one right there. Social media is when stuff is being glorified. You know what the fuck I'm trying to say.
Damn, it's some fucking crackers you was eating. Your ass ain't want to drink no. That motherfucker got you tongue tied. You tongue tied dog.
Oh, I ain't got no more water, bro. That's crazy. But nah, you feel me? Like they glorify all the ass shaking, cheating. Cheating is what's being glorified, really. Like they saying it's okay to I'm with my nigga on Monday through Thursday, but on the weekend I go see my sad nigga, and it's okay to do that. Like, yeah, girl, I do the same thing. You feel me? Or, yeah, bro, I'm with my girl. You feel me? But shit, I got my little sad thing from the side.
I'm beating somebody. If you feel me? Like, I'm beating you on my mom.
Like, you feel me? Like we glorifying this cheating. Like, you feel me? If I'm with my girl and I'm seeing her constantly kicking with this other dude, like, G, I know we gonna have to fight, G. Like, what's to you, G? So we glorifying all of that. We glorifying all that cheating. We glorifying monetary relationships. You feel me? Like, they making money the center of a relationship nowadays. It's like, it's not even about that. You feel me? It's about this loyalty, this love. Can I be happy with you? You feel me? We ain't glorifying that no more. We trying to see if this nigga got money, and we trying to spend it on him and the next motherfucker and all this other stuff like that, man. So yeah, no, I mean, I do see more marriages coming, but it's like it's only to those who really want to be committed and not just for the moment.
I kind of sit in the middle, man, of just so Don being, I don't want to say Don the generation above me. That's OCSL, but like having Don be a big homie of mine and seeing his marriage, and then having little bros like Maya and Keith being, you know, up under me, because I'm finna be 31. You know what I'm saying? Maya and Keith, y'all in that 24, 25 range, and Don, he in his mid 30s. So it's like, I look at y'all, the young bulls, and I'll be like, these niggas don't give a shit about marriage. On my mama, like, these niggas want to parlay, they want to kick it, they want to be out here, you know, because it's the younger generation that took over the social media. You know what I'm saying? Like, Maya had a good point. Young motherfuckers ain't thinking about no marriage. My little cousin Malik don't give a shit about no damn marriage, man. My young bull be out here getting it how he get it, but he is with his lady now. But I'm just saying, like, I think they more about their money hustle and having their own like entity. Like, they more focused on being individuals, which I think is big in marriage from what I hear.
Yeah, that is big.
Is that you have to be your own individual. You got to be your own person. But it's like I aspire to be married. Like I wanna build something with somebody, to share a last name with somebody, not just because my daddy gave me that last name, but because I wanted to give somebody else my last name and we build something new off of it. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, I kind of sit on that, you know what I'm saying? On that, like, man, I feel where people come from when they be like, marriage ain't it. And then I kind of feel where they where they come from. Hey, chat busting right now, y'all. Don't mind us. But I kind of see where they come from. Where it's like, you know, man, you got to work it out. So, like, just to answer your question, Maya, in terms of like, I think everybody pretty much gave the answers I would have gave. You know, social media. Don gave communication. You know what I'm saying? What I will say is, why marriages ain't working, man, is people selfish, man. I don't think I ever seen times when my grandmother, my grandfather, and my grandmother was selfish to each other. Like, niggas sacrifice. You know what I'm saying? From what I saw, and granted, I didn't live in their house every day. I didn't see the intertwinings of their relationship, but I didn't see no selfishness from my grandparents, and that's why they was married for 50 plus years. You know what I'm saying? Like, I didn't see that, and I feel like this generation, motherfuckers, just selfish. Like Don said, compromise. Young people, these young motherfuckers ain't gonna compromise. G, niggas ain't gonna compromise. Niggas ain't gonna be like, damn, I fucked up. I was wrong. That's on me. I got to eat that. You know what I'm saying? Motherfuckers gonna try to find a way to twist that story and be like, well, the reason I did this because you did this. Opposed to just being like, man, I fucked up, man. You gonna be mad at me? I get it, but I'm willing to try to work this shit up. But like, I fuck this on me. So people just selfish, man. That's just how I feel. You know, I just feel like the lack of self accountability. You know what I'm saying? The lack of really like putting your pride in your back pocket is gone, because this is a dog eat dog world. This is me versus the world type world. So that's just how I feel.
I will say this just to add on to what you were saying, Chuck. People were selfish then. It just looked a whole lot different. Like, a man ran the house, the woman, right? Women were isolated. They had to deal with a lot of stuff. They were oppressed. Probably didn't have bank accounts. Couldn't go get an education, depending, what decade that they were, parenting and stuff like that. So you'll see grandma with like 12 kids, right? And you'll say like, why Granny couldn't go get no education. Granny couldn't go get no job. Granny had to handle the house. And that voice that you hear, like, from a lot of our strong women in our families, comes out of just love and making sure that things get handled. But they did that with holding in a lot. And so the older you get, you'll hear a lot of stories and be like, oh, but like, why would they stick around? Like, where you gonna go when you got 10 kids, and Papa ain't acting right, or whoever ain't acting right? Who gonna want you? Who gonna deal with that? Like, what is there for you to do? Like, you didn't have social media. You couldn't go do a reality TV show with your kids. You know what I mean? You just had to deal with it. You know what I'm saying? And you didn't want to be without a man. That was like, oh, that's damaged good. So just have to deal with it, bro. So, which brings to even now another point. I'm sure just talking about counseling and talking about things that happen in the house, ways to say that you're oppressed or going through being depressed and going through anxiety and stress and stuff like that. So I will say it was selfish stuff going on. It just looked different. And I'm pretty sure you've been at the table and been like, wow. Wow.
Oh, no. I definitely sat at the table like, damn, grandfather, I don't know if you can say that shit now. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know what you got to arrest his soul, man, but my grandfather has some sexist ways. And I love that man that's the head of my life. But you're right, I can feel it. I just feel like even if they were selfish back in the day, man, they have more humility about themselves because of the times that it was. Because a lot of their parents were enslaved. Because a lot of their parents or themselves went through civil rights. Because a lot of them parents were oppressed. You could physically see the oppression on them. I feel like they have more of a coup to themselves. These days, motherfuckers is wild. Motherfuckers are called, back in the day, you couldn't call nobody mama bitch. Now, you ain't say that like it ain't nothing and be like, oh, your mama is too. If you call my OG a female dog, we throwing thumpers until somebody unconscious. So it's like, I just feel like it's a different age. Like you said, that's attributed to motherfucking social media, man. So
yeah,
that's how I feel, man.
Motherfucker, they ass shot. You talk about my mama, boy.
What you gonna shoot them with? You gonna shoot their ass with?
That motherfucker 9mm. What you mean? Motherfucker always loaded, boy. Stop playing.
You got jelly.
Where you going after
you
that?
Shoot that.
Are y'all
you said what? You said what?
Where are
you
you going after that? Where are you going?
I'm going in the crib.
You going to jail, my boy?
I'm going in the crib. Shit.
No. I used to like talk like that, and I was incarcerated. So like, just talking out loud, right? Just saying certain stuff and not giving life to certain stuff like that. I think like certain situations, like what I would do in this situation, I ain't doing nothing to go back because ain't nobody.
Because that's some of your end. Yeah, that's your end. I feel it. That's your end. You done already did what you did. You ain't trying to revisit that. I feel that.
Yeah, you right shit. Hey, I'm way too skinny for jail, folks. I'm cool. I am not gonna make it.
They gonna shave your shit and call you Don Cheadle Jr. All right, man. But hey, man, we appreciate y'all tuning in with us, man. This has been an amazing episode. Remember, follow us on Instagram, follow us on TikTok, follow us on YouTube. We discussed a lot of things, my G's. We talk Donda, we talk Kanye West, we talk some pre-free game about Certified Lover Boy and Drake. We talked about K-Dot, Kung Fu Kenny coming back. Talked about relationships, man. We talked about the do's and don'ts. But make sure that y'all following us because next week we coming with more fire. Mm-hmm. Y'all see the sports apparel in the background. Y'all think we just here to talk about gossip and talk about music? Man, we got some hot takes on NBA. Who we rocking with? You know what I'm saying? We got Nets fans in the building. We got Lakers fans in the building. We got Warriors fans in the building. We got a John Morant fan in the building. You know what I'm saying? So just know, man, next in about a week and a half, man, the NFL kicking off, man. America's sport is kicking off. He was a KD fan. Man, he a lot of fans, man. He might be on that.
Sir,
we got We're gonna go ahead and talk about some NFL
on,
next show, man. We're gonna talk about some NFL, man. That's gonna kick off, man. American sports gonna kick off. And believe it or not, man, I think free game to a couple of our friends. Next show we might do a live draft, man, a live NFL draft. Might have a few of our friends come in, a few of our homies, man, a few of our close compadres come in. But all in all, we appreciate y'all for tuning in to free game. And we'll see y'all next time. All right.
Appreciate y'all, man.
On now.